Hello, hello. Welcome to my first week of teaching. Definitely the time when new ALTs freak out and have definitely no idea what they're doing. And all that training, gone. But this is the time we fail and we find our own footing. That now the training wheels are gone and it's official that now we have to get the kids to do things instead of native speaking fellow ALTs. So, well, I haven't officially started as of now, but because it's only day one. So, I was at my junior high school today, and I was really nervous about it because, like, 3 weeks ago almost, I already got the lesson plan from elementary school. But for today, nothing. I knew nothing. And after training yesterday, we're talking like 5 p.m., I went to the office and said, I know I said this a week ago, like we're supposed to. I still have nothing for tomorrow. What time do I show up? What's going on? So she quickly called the school, and I found out opening ceremony today. So she said, oh, you're just probably introduce yourself to the staff members, and then you'll probably have to give a speech to the students. And so much fear just went away. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of public speaking, but knowing what I am going to be doing was so much better than I have no idea. I can't do this. Whatever it is, they asked me to blink my eyes. I don't know how to blink my eyes. I'm freaked. That kind of thing. So today was great. I did my self-introduction. It's kind of nerve-wracking because I was sitting in the principal's office, serving me some iced coffee. I'm like, you guys know me already. Get the coffee out. Let's do this. And then I just got called into the staff meeting, which was in the teacher's room, and they're like, this is the ALT. And I said in Japanese, basically, hi, my name, uh, from America, and I'm really nervous, so I think that's about it, and yoroshiku. So they laughed because I was nervous, and I was acting nervous and all shy, so it worked. And then, one of the teachers, that English teacher, I think it's the first years, kind of by my side after that, telling me, oh, we're going to go to the ceremony, I'll be by your side. They thought I was going to give a speech in English, so they were going to have him translate, but then I talked to him about it and said, do some Japanese or something, you did fine earlier. Like, okay. So, I was at the ceremony. It was unbelievable. I was standing there. Okay, ever since I saw my first episode of Sailor Moon, I wanted to go to school in Japan. This is one reason why I studied abroad a few years ago. But college is not the same. I didn't get the little uniform, magical powers, and a talking cat. But here I was, on the other end of that, a teacher. Standing in the back, watching other teachers kind of look at the rows like, you're talking, you shouldn't be talking, listen to the speech. And then it was my time to go up there. I went up there, and I basically said to the students, good morning. All 100 plus students, good morning. Yes, nice. And then I said in Japanese, nice to meet you, my name. And still not doing so good with the Japanese, so let's try English, okay? I said in English, that last part. And I had the students say, okay. Like, this is awesome. Loving it. So it was pretty fun. And then after that, I sat in the teacher's room writing one of my novels. Starting a new one in my notebook for the rest of the day that I was there. Day 2. But my first day at my elementary school. I made the mistake yesterday, of answering when asked by the vice principal at my junior high school if I knew how to get to my elementary school. And my answer was, hi. And he was like, no, that's not good enough for me. So I had the principal, the vice principal, two other teachers at least, I think the head teacher too, running around, pulling out maps, looking at bus things, and I found out how to get to my elementary school. I even, the vice principal even called my elementary school to say, um, she doesn't quite understand how to get there, so she might be a little late. She's good. She speaks Japanese. You'll be happy. No, okay. So it was a very good thing that they did that, and I got to my elementary school okay. Except I do understand now, riding on the Japanese bus, why the people on the bus go up and down. Because those seats have some springs to them, and the roads are bumpy. Like, okay, whoa, I almost fell. So, yeah. So, on to the actual teaching part of it. I was thrown right into it in the first period, whereas like tomorrow, first period is preparation period, so I can like breathe and relax. I bombed. I bombed bad. Not completely bad, but I had no sense of time. So I think I actually ran over into the next thing because he didn't stop me. And yeah, it was kind of interesting. Then I went right into my next class, which I did better. I had a little more, but I ran out of time. But she actually said, like, time is up. Like, oh, okay. Because I did not have the paper with me with all my information, so it was kind of sad. But, yeah, I will get the periods down. Like, first period is this long, and I'll get it down. Then the third one was a lot better, but I think they were the most unresponsive group, where I was like, okay, repeat after me. Hello, how are you? One more time. Yeah, and even the teacher had to step in a little bit and was like, come on, guys, big voice, reply, let's do this. But the last group was really good. I worked out some of the kinks. I mean, it takes a while anyway, so I'm not going to be like, you know, GTO or Yagumi like the first day. Maybe tomorrow. But yeah. My fourth one. Best class I had today. A kid started crying. I think it happens to all the ALTs, but because I noticed the kid was kind of like this boy. I'm like, okay, that's not good. So what we'll do, we'll have everyone sit down. We're done. We'll go back to the board, which thankfully the 6-2 teacher was putting them up on the board for me. Oh, two of the four classes today asked the $1,000,000 question, which was, when is your birthday? And my answer was tomorrow. And what was interesting, because it is tomorrow as of today when I'm recording this, but as the recognition of people going tomorrow, hashita, hashita, huh? Hashita, that as it kind of went down the line, and then the teacher was like, the teacher too had to take a second because I didn't say a date that, or like, it's in September. No, I just said tomorrow. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Today is my birthday, and I went to work. Had a pretty darn good day today with what I had to do. Um, Never assume anything when it comes to teaching with the other teachers because I had a script to read today and the CD chant to do today, which I don't know how to do a chant really. I was just like, you guys repeat a few times. Okay, we're good. So I assumed they would have the CD and the script there for me, and I was like, oh, no script? Okay. Good thing I read this a couple times. It's really simple. Basically, it was, you say one person, like, wanna okay, bunny. Nice to meet you. I like music. Thank you. So I had the names and I had the things, but I wasn't sure who liked who, like who liked what. So turned out I was right when I improv'd it. It was very nice. Um, then the CD, I was like, you don't have the CD, and the teacher ran and got it. And apparently I was supposed to have my own copy at my desk, but I didn't see it. And I borrowed his for the rest of the day. So it went better after that. Now that I knew what was going on, there was a bit of like a, so be prepared. Anyways, each and every class asks the question, when is your birthday? And I said today. And they're like, and then Kyoto today, Kyoto going through the class, and then a couple happy birthdays. But the last class really clapped. It was like, happy birthday, yay! So that was very nice. Because outside of that, I didn't really do anything special, sadly. But oh well. Um, though that brings me to this. My wallet and a candle. Now this candle comes from the birthday party I had back in the end of June at Disneyland, that I was told to hold on to it, put it in my wallet, and light it for my birthday. So, now my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Wanake Bunny. Happy birthday to me. And many more. Not the same without a cake. And that was day 3. So today was my last day of the week. TGIF. 3-day weekend. I was at my junior high. This is day 2 at my junior high. And once again, nothing to do. And I showed up at 8:30 because that was the time I was showing up at my elementary school. And I felt a little late, but I talked to the vice principal about it. When is a good time to show up? Because Interac can tell me. And okay, my junior high does not seem to understand that if they don't tell Interact anything, Interact is not going to tell me anything. Because he would be like, Interact didn't tell you when to go home? Interact didn't tell you when to show up? No? Like, no, because you didn't tell them anything. This is why. But, so I just talked to him. So that way I have an understanding with him exactly when I should show up. Because leaving at the end of the day is, something that will change every, day. I may have a early class and early classes, and then I sit in the teacher room for the last 2 periods or something. Or maybe I have classes until the end, and then as he told me and informed me, there may be some students who need some help or something, so I may have to stay a little later, which I'm open for, as long as I get paid. Today I went out to watch them prepare for sports day, which is tomorrow. And just how hard that everyone at the school is working to make sure this goes off without a hitch. Just amazing. And But it was interesting. I didn't think they practiced the sports of sports day. I mean, I know, like, if you do baseball or something, there's practice. But in this case, because it's like jumping rope, three-legged race, things like that, that I didn't think they practiced. They have been practicing all week, and it's pretty amazing how much effort they put into this. And the vice principal, who at this junior high school, he is freaking amazing. He's lighthearted and awesome, but yet stern. It's funny that there's the kids come in and they say, state their name, their class, and then what they're doing in the teacher's room. So if they're like, oh my gosh, she'll be like, okay, what? Say it again, bigger voice. Because I sit next to the vice principal, which is cool. That when they come up there, I wanted to turn to the kid and go, "Hey, moika ego de," like one more time in English. Just freak them out, go joke, but I wasn't. I'm still feeling like the vice principal out if he'd say, "I like this kid," or "Is she taking her job seriously? What's going on?" Typhoon's coming in. It's supposed to hit tomorrow, and it, they don't know if they'll be able to have the sports day tomorrow. Like, it's so sad. Everyone's putting in so much work. Even I jumped in there that the vice principal was doing, like, I don't know, 50 things at once. This guy is like Superman. He even struck the pose. It was like, doo doo. At one point, that was awesome. But I helped out because he was laminating signs to put up, like, this is a student only area, or you can park here, and he was laminating them, and he just did is sitting there, and he put another one in. I'm like, well, it's just gonna fall on the floor, it's no big deal. But I was like, oh, he's like arigato. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then he was like, hey, you want to work, don't you? I'm like, I've been sitting here doing nothing at my desk all day. And so he had me start laminating while he did other things, print it out. It's really bad at sticking them in the laminated paper plastic. Yeah, he did like 15 to my one. But hey, at least I got like 3 done. I helped the guy. But then I put him through the laminating machine. And then another teacher came in, he was like, oh, and he saw I was working, he was like, super, thank you. I'm like, no problem. This is kind of awesome.